Year 3302. The Xerian system was quiet, almost peaceful, except for the dark shadow looming on the edge of the human colony. Thousands of alien warships drifted through space, a massive armada that dwarfed anything humans had ever built. Their hulls gleamed with alien metals, weapons bristling, engines glowing faintly as they moved in perfect formation. Inside the colony command center, Kayla Draven stood before the main viewport, her eyes scanning the approaching fleet. The human outpost was modest, a few defensive satellites, some patrol ships, and the colony stations themselves. Against this alien armada, it looked almost laughably small. But Kayla's expression was calm. "Commander," Lieutenant Joran said nervously, his voice echoing in the control room. They outnumber us 100 to 1. The colony won't survive if they attack directly." Kayla's fingers hovered over the console. She knew this was true, yet she did not show fear. "Numbers alone don't win wars, Joran. Remember that. Watch them closely. Look for mistakes. Always make mistakes when they think they are invincible." A technician tapped rapidly on a holographic display. "Sensors show cracks in their formation, Commander. Small gaps in their energy shields, weak coordination between the forward and rear wings." Kayla's lips curled into a slight smile.
Good.
"That is all we need for now." Outside, the alien ships drifted closer, their confidence radiating through the void of space. To them, humans were nothing weak, primitive, incapable of organizing a serious defense. Their leaders laughed, talking over comms channels with a casual arrogance that could have been offensive if it weren't so foolish. Kayla activated the encrypted communication panel. Her voice was calm, carrying authority. "All units, be ready. They are coming. Stand ready." The message echoed quietly, sent across space. The aliens would never hear it. It was meant. For her fleet, for humans hiding among the stars waiting for the right moment. Joran leaned closer. "Commander, are you sure the fleet will respond in time? They haven't moved yet?" Kayla nodded. "They will. Patience is key. The moment we strike, the advantage is ours. For now, watch, learn, and wait." The aliens have overconfidence. They underestimate us. And that is exactly what we need them to do. As the alien vanguard entered orbit around the human colony, the first warning lights blinked on. Small energy pulses scanned the colonies, probing defenses. Kayla watched the holographic displays carefully. Every movement, every calculation, every pulse of alien energy was noted. "They're testing us," she said quietly. "See how they move. Watch their patterns. Every strike, every hesitation, it tells us something about them." From the bridge of the lead alien warship, Admiral Zorath observed the human colony with amusement. "Pathetic," he growled, his voice amplified across the fleet. "So few ships, so small defenses. Do they really think they can resist the Council's armada?" Around him, alien officers laughed, their voices echoing through the ship. "Are weak," Admiral one said. "Just a brief display of power and they will crumble." Zorath smirked. "Good, let them show their courage while we prepare the first strike. It will be amusing." Back on the colony's command deck, Kayla's eyes narrowed as she noted the enemy movements. There were indeed weaknesses, small gaps in shield coverage, slow rotation of forward guns, slight delays in communication between ships. The aliens' confidence made them sloppy, predictable. "They're arrogant," Kayla said. "They believe numbers win everything. Let them think that. Let them laugh. Soon they will see that human intelligence and strategy can turn weakness into power." In orbit, alien scouts moved forward, analyzing the colony stations and energy grids. One small human patrol ship moved into range, invisible to most sensors. Kayla watched the tiny vessel appear and vanish, a shadow among the stars. It was a reminder that humans were not powerless. Stealth, intelligence, and timing were their allies. The first alien frigate entered the colony's defensive perimeter. Its sensors swept the area, searching for targets. Kayla and her officers monitored every move, hearts steady, minds calculating. "Do not fire yet," she ordered. "Let them probe. Let them think they are in control." The alien ship's energy pulse swept across the colony's main hub, shields held, absorbing the impact. Another pulse came. The humans did not panic. Instead, they recorded every pattern, every hesitation. Data flowed across the command network, building a picture of alien tactics, weaknesses, and opportunities. Kella's voice was calm, steady, and commanding. The moment they overreach, we strike. Precision, patience, and courage. That is humanity's strength. The aliens laughed again, confident that the humans were trapped, that their own fleet was unstoppable. And yet, the cracks in their formation, the small gaps in their shields, and their overconfidence would soon turn their laughter into panic. Above the colony, the alien armada loomed, majestic and terrifying. Below, humans moved like shadows, unseen but ready, their hearts racing, their minds sharp. And among them, Kayla Draven stood tall, knowing that the coming battle would not be won by numbers alone. It would be won by courage, strategy, and the unyielding will of humanity. The first alien ships entered the system. Their engines hummed, weapons charged. The countdown to chaos had begun. And somewhere, in the void of space, hidden among the stars, the human fleet prepared to awaken. The galaxy was about to learn truth it would never forget. Humans were not weak. Humans were clever, and humans would fight back. The human colony trembled under the shadow of the alien armada, yet Kayla Draven remained calm. The enemy believed they held all the power, yet they had no idea what lay hidden beyond the sensors. The human fleet, long thought lost or destroyed, waited silently in the dark corners of Xerian space. Lieutenant Joran's voice broke the tense silence. "Commander, the fleet is in position. Hidden stations report readiness." No movement detected by alien sensors. Kayla nodded, her eyes never leaving the approaching alien ships. "Good, they believe they are invincible. Let them continue believing that. The moment we reveal ourselves, we strike." In the shadows beyond the asteroid belt, massive human warships glided into position. Ships of all sizes, from tiny stealth frigates to enormous battleships, had been upgraded over decades. Hulls were reinforced, energy weapons sharpened, and engines capable of rapid, precise maneuvers. Many had been abandoned in distant systems, relics of past wars, but now they were awakened. Kella's fingers hovered over the command console. "Initiate the reveal on my mark." Across the alien fleet, officers were still laughing at the humans below. "Pathetic," one shouted from the bridge of a cruiser. "They are few. They cannot possibly threaten us." The alien Admiral Zoroth smirked. "Keep them under observation, but do not waste resources. Their ships are toys compared to ours. The humans cannot fight our armada." Meanwhile, the first human stealth cruisers slipped past the alien vanguard. They were nearly invisible, sensors masked, engines silent. They darted from asteroid to asteroid, scanning for weak points in the alien formation. Each ship's crew worked in perfect coordination, relaying every observation to Kayla. "Enemy shields are uneven on the left flank," one pilot reported. "Sensors show minor fluctuations in power output." Kella's mind raced. "Good. Target those points first. Hit precisely and we hit hard. Let them taste fear." For centuries, humans had survived by turning weakness into strength, strategy into victory. Now, that same principle would guide them against the alien armada. Each strike would be calculated, every move predicted, every advantage exploited. Suddenly, a sensor alarm blinked. Unidentified vessels detected, the technician said, voice tense, approaching from the outer belt. They are massive, and they are coming fast. Kella's lips curved slightly. Good. Initiate reveal. Let the aliens see what they've been missing. In an instant, the hidden fleet powered on. Massive battleships emerged from stealth, engines glowing, weapon systems charging. Stealth cruisers flanked both sides, and energy beams arced silently into space, visible only for brief sparks of light. Across the alien armada, sensors scrambled to track the sudden appearance. Officers stared at their displays in disbelief. The tiny human colony below, once thought defenseless, now commanded a fleet that rivaled the armada in size and firepower. Zorath's jaw dropped. Impossible. They have warships. How? Focus. One officer barked, but the alarms continued. Energy signatures, previously hidden, now shone bright in space. The alien formation wobbled, confused and uncoordinated. Kayla gave her next order. All units, maintain formation. Wait for the first strike. Let them panic before we engage fully. Your fear is our advantage. A human frigate appeared suddenly. Behind the alien flagship, cloaked and moving faster than any alien sensors could track, its energy cannons powered up silently, aimed at the flagship's weak points. The void of space lit up as humanity's hidden fleet moved with deadly precision. Kayla Draven stood on the bridge of the Aurora, her eyes scanning the alien armada. The ships that had once laughed at her colony now faced a force they never imagined. Commander, Lieutenant Joran said, tension in his voice. They're adjusting formation. They're trying to target our positions. Kella's expression remained calm. Let them show their arrogance. Wait for my mark. The first human strike squadron glided out from behind an asteroid cluster. Their energy weapons glowed, aiming at the alien cruiser's weak points. Kayla had identified hours ago. One synchronized movement, they fired. Beams of concentrated energy sliced through alien shields, causing explosions across the front lines. Shouts echoed through alien command bridges. What is this? How are they hitting us? Admiral Zorath slammed his fist against a control panel. They have weapons we cannot detect. Focus fire. Target them now. But it was too late. The humans were everywhere at once. Stealth frigates darted through the gaps in the alien formation, disabling engines, communications, and weapons arrays. One by one, alien ships spun helplessly as their systems shut down. On the colony's command deck, Kayla observed each movement. Phase 1 complete. Hold positions. Prepare for Phase 2. The aliens' panic grew. Officers barked conflicting orders, and ships collided or overshot their targets. The arrogance of centuries vanished in moments, replaced by confusion and fear. Commander Joran said, pointing to the flagship on the alien side, Our scout reports show critical damage to their shields and weapon arrays. They can't recover fast enough. Kayla nodded. Good. Keep the pressure. They will learn fear soon enough. Stealth cruisers moved again, slipping behind alien vessels. Energy pulses disabled critical engines and sensors. The massive alien warships, once symbols of power, now floated like wounded giants, their crews scrambling to respond. Admiral Zoroth roared over the comms. Concentrate fire. Destroy them all. Do not let them escape. Kayla pressed a button on the console. Target their command ship. Precision strike. A massive human battleship emerged from the shadows, its weapons glowing bright. Energy beams struck the alien command ship with surgical precision. Sparks flew, shields flared, and the vessel shuddered violently. Communication lines flickered and died. Panic spread through the alien fleet like wildfire. Commander, they're retreating? Joran exclaimed, shields down on half their frontline ships. Kella's eyes narrowed. Not yet. Let them. Feel the full power of the fleet? Every strike counts. Every move must be calculated. Another wave of human ships surged forward. The alien armada, still disorganized, could not mount a proper defense. Massive explosions erupted across multiple cruisers. Some tried to flee, only to find themselves surrounded by unseen stealth frigates. From her position, Kayla could see the fear in the alien energy readings, something she had anticipated. Fear slowed their reactions, made them predictable, made them vulnerable. Phase 3, she ordered. Finish the flanks. Cut off any escape routes. The hidden fleet moved like a single organism, every ship in perfect harmony. The aliens had never encountered such coordination. Their advanced technology and superior numbers counted for nothing against human strategy, intelligence, and adaptability. Zoroth bellowed in frustration, "They are ghosts. Can't they strike without being seen?" Kayla remained silent, watching her fleet. The humans were not ghosts. They were patience, precision, and planning made real. Each strike had been predicted, every alien reaction anticipated. An alien cruiser attempted a desperate maneuver, spinning out of formation to target a human battleship. But stealth frigates intercepted it instantly, firing disabling beams that left it drifting powerless. Crew alarms blared, panic rising aboard. Every alien ship. On the Aurora, Kayla allowed herself a small smile. The aliens had thought humans were weak. They had thought numbers alone would crush them. Now they were learning that underestimation was dangerous. Commander Jordan said, awe in his voice. They're surrendering control of the fleet. Half their ships are non-responsive or retreating. Kayla's calm voice carried authority. Good, keep the pressure. Let them realize fully who they face. Fear is contagious. Once they understand, the rest will follow. Stealth cruisers appeared behind the remaining alien battleships, striking quickly and disappearing into shadows. Explosions rocked the alien lines, throwing officers into chaos. The command ship shuddered again, systems failing. The battle raged for hours. Yet from the humans' perspective, it was a symphony of precision. Each strike calculated, each ship moving with purpose. Aliens had the advantage in raw power, but humans had the advantage in intelligence, adaptability, and willpower. Finally, a massive alien cruiser tried a last desperate attack. Its energy cannons fired on the human colony below, but human defenses intercepted every shot. The alien vessel, unable to retreat, was surrounded by human stealth ships and energy beams. In moments, it erupted in fire and debris, floating silently into the void. Kayla breathed calmly. Phase 4 ready. Prepare for final strike. Across the alien armada, morale collapsed. Officers argued, fleets scattered, and the once powerful formation dissolved into chaos. Humans had struck fear where there had been laughter. The galaxy's arrogance met its match. From the bridge of the Aurora, Kayla watched the retreating alien ships. Her voice was steady, yet firm. This is just the beginning. Humanity fights with courage, with strategy, and with the will to survive. Let the galaxy remember who we are. The hidden fleet regrouped in shadows, ready for the next phase. The first clash had ended. The aliens had learned a lesson they would not soon forget. Humans were not to be underestimated. Somewhere across the stars, a single word would echo in the memory of every alien who witnessed the attack: fear. The alien armada, once a symbol of absolute power, now drifted in chaos. Ships collided, communication lines crackled, and officers shouted contradictory orders. Fear had taken root among the once confident warlords. On the bridge of the human flagship Aurora, Kayla Draven observed the unraveling enemy with a calm, calculating gaze. They're panicking, she said softly. Just as I expected. Keep the pressure, but do not overextend. Let them make mistakes. Lieutenant Joran leaned over a console, wide-eyed. Commander, their entire formation is breaking apart. Some ships are retreating, others firing blindly. We've never seen them like this before. Kayla nodded. Good, predictable. That is what we need. Across the alien fleet, Admiral Zoroth bellowed orders, but his voice was drowned in chaos. Concentrate on the humans. Do not let them escape. But no one listened. Officers argued furiously. One faction wanted to retreat, another demanded attack. Ships veered off course, exposing vulnerable flanks. Their advanced technology and superior numbers counted for nothing now. Confusion had replaced coordination, arrogance replaced by fear. In the shadows of Xerian space, human stealth cruisers slipped between alien vessels. Energy beams disabled. Engines, cutting communication networks, and slicing apart weak shields. Each strike was precise, designed to spread maximum fear while conserving strength. Kella's voice cut through the Aurora's command deck. Focus on command ships. Disrupt their leadership. Every officer we disable spreads panic faster than any weapon. Reports flashed across the consoles. Alien command vessels were losing functionality. Orders could not reach the front lines. Alien pilots struggled to follow directives that never came, Commander, Joran said, pointing to the main enemy flagship. Their systems are failing. Engines are sluggish, weapons offline. They can't respond effectively. Kella's eyes narrowed. Good. Prepare the final wave. Let's ensure they remember today for the rest of galactic history. From the alien side, Zoroth's face contorted in disbelief. He could feel the panic ripple through his fleet. Impossible. How are they doing this? We outnumber them 100 to 1. It cannot. A massive explosion interrupted him. One of his cruisers had been disabled by a stealth strike. The alien officers screamed in panic as the ship drifted into the void. Hull breached and systems offline. Kayla ordered her next move. Send the intercept squads to their flanks. Cut off retreat. Keep them disoriented. Fear is now our ally. The human fleet moved like a single organism. Battleships held the center, while stealth frigates slipped through gaps, striking where the aliens least expected. Every hit was measured, calculated, and devastating. Alien fleets tried to regroup. Some attempted evasive maneuvers, trying to salvage their advantage. But each move played right into human strategy. The more the aliens panicked, the easier it became for the humans. To predict and counter, Joran turned to Kayla, voice tight with excitement. Commander, they're falling. The remnants of the alien armada were scattered, disorganized, and terrified. Once proud and confident, their fleet now moved like frightened creatures, desperate to escape the humans they had underestimated. But Kayla Draven knew this was not the time to hesitate. This was the moment to show the full strength of humanity. Commander Lieutenant Joran said, pointing at the alien formation. They're retreating, but some still try to regroup. Their flagship remains operational, and a few cruisers are still armed. Do we engage fully? Kella's eyes gleamed with determination. Yes, engage fully. This is humanity's statement. Let them feel fear in a way they never imagined. Precision, timing, and courage, that is what makes us strong. From the shadows of the asteroid belt, human battleships surged forward. Their engines glowed as they accelerated, weapon systems charging with deadly energy. The hidden fleet emerged fully into view, a massive formation that dwarfed the remaining alien ships. The first human volleys struck the alien rear. Energy. Beams tore through shields, disabling engines and cutting off escape routes. Stealth cruisers darted between ships, leaving trails of destruction in their wake. The aliens had no room to maneuver, no time to think, and no plan to counter the humans' brilliance. Across the bridge of the Aurora, Kella's calm voice carried authority. All units, concentrate on command ships. Disable them completely. Show them that fear is now ours to control. One by one, alien warships fell. Massive cruisers erupted in fire, sending debris into the void. The flagship attempted to fire back, but was intercepted by human stealth frigates. Its weapons disabled, engines cut, it drifted helplessly as human energy beams struck again and again. The alien Admiral Zorath bellowed in rage, "Stop them! Do not let them destroy us!" But it was too late. His fleet had already lost cohesion, leadership, and morale. Officers shouted, arguments broke out, and panic spread faster than any human attack could. The galaxy's most arrogant fleet had learned a bitter truth. Humans were not weak. Humans did not forgive underestimation. Kayla gave a single order. Prepare the final strike on remaining vessels. Let every alien witness the cost of underestimating humanity. Human battleships moved in perfect harmony, a precise symphony of destruction. The alien rearguard attempted to flee, but stealth ships blocked their paths. One by one, cruisers were disabled or destroyed. The fear in alien energy readings was unmistakable, their confidence shattered, replaced by despair. From her position, Kayla watched every detail. "Notice the fear," she said softly to Joran. "This is what strategy and courage can do. Intelligence without hesitation is power." The remaining alien flagship, cornered and isolated, tried one final desperate attack. Its weapons fired blindly at human positions, but human defenses intercepted every beam. Engines failed, systems overloaded, and the ship shuddered violently. In a final explosion, it was torn apart, leaving only fragments drifting silently in space. Across the alien armada, the survivors surrendered. Communications were disrupted, command broken, and hope lost. No one could deny the human supremacy. Aliens who had once laughed at humanity now trembled, their fleet decimated by a force they thought weak. Kella's voice was calm, resolute, and commanding. "Hold formation, secure the area, allow survivors to retreat. Let them carry the lesson back to their home systems." The human fleet regrouped, engines glowing softly, weapons ready but silent. They had struck decisively, but without unnecessary destruction. Humans had proven their strength not just through firepower, but through intelligence, coordination, and courage. Joran exhaled deeply. "Commander, they're gone. Armada is in retreat. They will never underestimate humans again." Kayla nodded, her eyes scanning the distant stars. "Good. Humanity has made its mark today. Let this be a warning to every civilization across the galaxy. Underestimating us will be the deadliest mistake they ever make." In the silent void, the hidden fleet stood as a symbol. Ships that had been forgotten, relics of past human wars, now shone as the backbone of a civilization that refused to bow to fear. The galaxy had seen what humans could do when strategy, courage, and unity combined. Reports from scattered alien fleets began to arrive. Surrender, retreat, fear. The story of the human strike would spread like wildfire, a legend in the making. Across distant systems, whispers would carry the name of Kayla Draven and the Hidden Fleet, the humans who turned the tide, who struck fear into the strongest armada the galaxy had ever known. Kella's gaze softened as she looked at her crew. This is only the beginning. Humanity will not bow, will not hide, and will not be underestimated. Remember this moment. We've shown the galaxy who we are. And somewhere, deep in the void, alien fleets carried the memory of the attack. Fear lingered long after destruction faded, a reminder that the humans were clever, brave, and unstoppable. The Hidden Fleet returned to the shadows, waiting for when they would next be needed. The galaxy had learned a vital lesson. Humans were not just survivors. Humans were legends in the making. The remnants of the alien armada retreated into deep space, leaving behind silence and debris. The battlefield was littered with disabled warships, floating in the void as a testament to humanity's strength. The Hidden Fleet moved carefully. Among the wreckage, scanning for survivors and ensuring no threats remained. On the bridge of the Aurora, Kayla Draven stood tall, her eyes scanning the remnants of the enemy. Her crew worked efficiently, reporting every disabled vessel and recording alien movements for future defense. Commander Lieutenant Joran said, voice full of awe, "They're gone, the Armada. They will not return for a long time, if ever. Humanity has shown the galaxy what we can do." Kayla nodded. Yes, today we were not just defending a colony. We reminded the galaxy that humans are clever, resourceful, and fearless. Armada underestimated us. That mistake cost them dearly. Across Xerian space, human communications spread rapidly. Allied colonies cheered, civilians celebrated. And distant systems began to recognize the power of the Hidden Fleet. The humans had fought not just for survival, but for reputation, proving their worth to every alien civilization. Reports from alien survivors reached the Hidden Fleet. Officers trembling in fear relayed what they had witnessed, humans striking with invisible precision. using strategy over brute force and exploiting weaknesses without mercy. Their arrogance had crumbled, replaced by respect and fear. Kayla allowed herself a small smile. Fear is a tool, Joran, not to be abused, but to be understood. Today, we turned fear into a lesson. The galaxy will remember humans. As the fleet regrouped, Kayla reflected on the journey. Ships that had been abandoned relics, considered worthless scrap, had risen to become humanity's deadliest weapons. Every crew member had played a role. Pilots, engineers, strategists, and commanders alike. Together, they had turned weakness into strength. In the quiet moments after battle, Kayla thought of the young colonists who had watched the skies, terrified. Of the approaching armada, they had believed they were helpless. Now, those same civilians looked up in awe at the humans who had turned the tide. The story of courage and strategy would be told for generations. Commander Joran said, pointing to the communications console, "Messages are coming from neighboring systems. They want to join us, learn from us, to prepare for what might come next." Humanity's reputation is spreading.
Us.
Gaze hardened with resolve. The galaxy must know that humans are not easy prey. We survive, we adapt, and when necessary, we strike. Let them learn that lesson while there is still time. In the aftermath, the hidden fleet patrolled strategically, ensuring the alien survivors could not regroup quickly. Stealth scouts slipped through sectors once considered safe for enemies, monitoring movements and sending warnings to human colonies. Strategy and vigilance became humanity's greatest weapons, alongside courage and unity. News of the battle reached distant galactic councils. Alien leaders who had once dismissed humanity now whispered in fear and admiration. Every planet and star system where humans had influence began preparing differently, aware that these clever, fearless humans could not be ignored. Kayla turned to her crew one final time. "We have done what many thought impossible. The galaxy has learned our name. Remember this day, not for glory, but for the lesson it carries. Intelligence, courage, and unity are stronger than any armada." In distant sectors, alien scouts reported anomalies in space, disabled ships, tactical maneuvers, and remnants of human strategies. Stories of the hidden fleet's precision spread, becoming legends whispered across communication networks. Who had survived the battle carried fear in their eyes, knowing the humans they mocked had become unstoppable.